So there he is, your winner by submission. That is it. We go to Bruce Buffer for the official.
Stand up. We must fight. Oh, couple, let me out to dry. Had to crucify. Stab me in my back. You ain't my dog. You getting euthanized. Lying on the gang and speaking down. That shit is suicide. Black ain't no excuse. Ain't getting off because we unified. Came through fast. You move fast. Yeah, we move faster. Can't stop till we beat you bastard. Wish me and meet your master. Won't come last. We move right past. Destroy that night.
初見です。おっつー。寝る。
It is a featherweight matchup between Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo.
臭い。
All right, here he is, the owner of 4 famous burger locations throughout.
何もせんで。
Well, Jose Aldo has wanted to get his hands on Conor McGregor for more than 5 years. They will finally rematch here tonight. Round 1 is underway. McGregor, Aldo, Act 2, your thoughts.
I mean, it can't live up to that. The moment of the first fight, when Aldo went down, and McGregor jumped on the fence, you understood that this was just something different. That would never happen again in mixed martial arts. How do they top it? They're about to attempt that right now.
Oh, do you believe that another head kick lands? Got to start raising that guard or this is going to be the end of the fight.
You got to start raising the guard and guiding that head kick down back towards your feet. You cannot take him clean and you cannot take him on one arm.
McGregor gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton. And to watch his punch like this puts a smile on my face.
All right, so another swing and a miss. And I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out to space. Find places to rest and recover. Get against the octagon. Go to the clinch. Find ways to just recover so that when...
Oh, that was... Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? If try again?
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass...
The fight thus far, how's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
27 total strikes have now landed for Conor McGregor. The horn sounds for the end of round 1. All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to...
All right, DC, buckle up. Here we go with our next round. High number of kicks landed in the previous round, and he'll look to keep it going here.
He'll look to keep winning the fight with his kicks. He's throwing high kick, leg kick, body kick. He's even throwing a couple spin kicks in there. This guy is so educated with fighting with his legs.
Oh, that's a hell of a kick right there. He told us Thursday that he was going to be kick-heavy tonight, and that is certainly a step in the right direction.
He is landing that strike. He's very effective with it.
And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Way to hide that leg kick. Oh!
Oh, big left. We talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
Dig and kick.
Visibly limping here.
Massive takedown kick land.
Under 3 minutes now remain in round 2. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Side control now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Aldo's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Recovery, man, right back to his feet. So we call on the numbers here, 40 total strikes. Oh! Ooh, diving punch lands.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Well, a really good second round for him thus far after a somewhat low.
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything.
Back to the feet. Aldo going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Oh, man, look how quickly he gets that foot to the target. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to keep that finish down. Oh!
And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react.
Next round, guys. You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Nice kick.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. His opponent flinched a little bit, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Oh, big knee!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations. He should be defending right now.
And this might just be a matter of time. And that will do it.
Oh! Woo! What a performance!
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliana's going to stop this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
I'm still perfect. $100,000 card, just a slimmy. Ha, quit trying me. Okay, take me out the Barneys if you proud of me. I like baguettes and in my body on point. They be like, who's just searching for the money? And you know it's man when you know you can't afford it. Bitches thirsting that bag for a real bitch. Spend that bag if you love me. I got tag on that cause he know I'm worth it. Maybelline cover girl for certain. And my body on point, the urchin. True story.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchange.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC.
Fantastic.
So there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedowns, he would secure him. Let's see what he does from this position.
All right, so there's the early takedown for the decorated grappler, exactly what he wanted to do tonight.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, armbar.
Finish it. Stay tight. Stay tight and finish it.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Oh, yeah, right in. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free.
Oh, looks like he's transitioning to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now.
There we go. Finish. Bottom fighter trying to finish nicely done. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. "45 seconds remain in the round. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving. He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
The horn sounds for the end of round one.
Awesome round. Very, very close to finishing. I need you to stay a little bit tighter. I need you to stay a little bit tighter and have patience, okay?
All right, so perhaps a little frustration creeping in as our next round gets underway. Very close to submitting his opponent in the previous round, but was unable to do so.
Wasn't able to do it, but he was so very close. He should try to put himself back in that position, and maybe this time he gets the finish he wants so bad.
Double leg is good. Able to work it into a takedown there. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. It's in there deep. There you go.
Wow. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop us.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. Oh, nice.
There you go. Now you got it. Now you got it. Stay tight.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position. Start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating. You need to be framing. You need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Nice hammer fist. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two. And potentially a critical takedown here. And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so next round is underway after he came very close to submitting his opponent in that previous round.
He came very, very close to getting that finish, but he wasn't able to get that little extra squeeze to get the finish. But it's okay. Continue to try and put yourself back in those positions to get the job done.
Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he gets discouraged and accept that this is going to be a stand-up fight?
Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Trying to stay in this fight. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown for him. Beautiful entry there. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on you. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocks any attempt to get past his guard.
Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight. Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by McGregor. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Chosen, so I'm rolling with 11 on my closest on a mission to get rich like Danny Ocean. How we rolling all through traffic with this mob apparatus. These people want me in the casket, still I'm rolling. I heard heaven got a place for me there, but I don't know if I'm going on. Smoking on Sequoia, running from a paranoia. Hollywood want me to come and live and die in California. I ain't going out like River Phoenix. I wanna enjoy all of the spoils. I'm a golden boy like Oscar De La Hoya. I'm a soldier, masked up like it's the end of October, blowing Doja in the streets with Manny Fresh down in the Noya. I done told you, when it comes to beef and I ain't kosher, bought a Cobra just to keep you snakes closer. I can spy a motive, y'all can try and clone this, get them lines quoted, but him and I know this. A lot of my opponents hold their eyes open, rip out the hearts and let them all die soulless. This that Ride the music all night. I'm going on. I heard them say they want the old gunner. Am I still turn coyotes into road runners? Family, I'll leave your ass with no brothers. It ain't no love when you become a man with no mother. That's what it was. I used to get my ass beat just because I ran away and hit the trap. They couldn't make me budge. Junior year, my homie selling crack right off the bus. Knew that I wasn't turning back when I got cut charged. It's the territory. Y'all don't want to march. Cemetery for the graves. I can finish what you start. Lost a milli when they sued me for a fight inside a bar. I hope you pussy think of me every time that you see the scars. It's that ride of music. It's that ride of music. East side. It's that ride of music. It's that ride of music. All night when I'm rolling. Dirty, how many times you gon' play with death before you play with running trophy? So I'm rolling. With 11, I'm my closest on a mission to get rich like Danny Ocean. How we rolling. All through traffic with this mob apparatus.
Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Francis Ngannou and Daniel Cormier.
Are you ready?
All right, ready to go for round one. Here is the heavyweight contender, Francis Ngannou. No UFC nerves for this guy. He has been a fast starter every step of the way inside the octagon. You got to be mindful of the power, obviously, particularly early when Francis Ngannou is fresh. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Archer, there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedowns. That is certainly a good sign.
Right away, he got the takedown.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward by the top fighter now.
You can certainly count on one hand the number of omoplatas that have been executed in the octagon. Wow! All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Nice.
Awesome, nice boxing chops there from Daniel. Take down there by Cormier. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Useful strike there. The ground and pound on point tonight.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And this might just be a matter of time. Not tapping out tonight. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Remember the combos we worked with the gym. Double jab, cross, hook to the body.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now.
That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, 5 minutes down. Here we go at the start of round two. Francis Ngannou. And not a great hair day on the other side. Daniel Cormier. There as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about guts. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Or now he's looking for a Kimura attack. He's going to try to use that to sweep. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward.
Somehow stays in the fight. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
3 minutes to go. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Outstanding ground and pound here, somewhat of a loss.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat.
And he's out. Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Cormier. Lands the ground and pound strike. Ngannou's going for an arm here.
He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have connected for Daniel. He's out!
He's done, he's done! Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that right there was a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Declaring the winner by